We are live, MJ.
Yes, we are.
Just as a introduction to everyone, Miss MJ is my number one star.
Don't
You're
say
not
that.
a. You're not. You're beyond a bartender. You're beyond a server. You are the most dynamic professional uh,
Don't say that.
service personnel I think we have ever had at this glorious establishment.
Oh,
We
that's
are
so sweet.
extremely excited and proud to have you. And I knew that, and the interesting thing is, remember our history. I was gonna
I'm
fire
about
you
to
the day
wait
you
for what you about
started.
to say.
I wanted to fire you so bad, like so bad the day you started, but you came back and then you screwed up again. And I was like, who is this woman?
Curse
Why
me
is
out.
she here? And then I let you have it, and you were like, you know what? And you sincerely like did a thing where you made it seem like, you know, I, you're right, boss. I'm gonna do
I'm gonna
better.
fix it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
fix it. I'm not gonna. And it felt genuine. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna rock with it. And and you took off like a shotgun ever since. And I just want to say thank you, and our
You're very
customers,
welcome.
thank you for the great experience you give them. So much that they don't even care about me anymore. They used to call me, "Hey, Bub, I'm coming over. You're gonna be there. Bub, is MJ there? I don't give a fuck where you are or what you're doing. You don't get out of here. In fact, let me deal with MJ." So
Oh,
that's a great uh, asset to have. And you've prolonged my marriage and my kids liking me more because I get to spend more time with them because, I don't got to be around. But enough of that.
yeah. Enough of that.
Before Ty gets jealous, Ty's coming around here.
Yeah, Ty will get jealous and he will start hating on me once again, and I'm over it. Him hating
That's
on me.
like, what y'all talking about? Um, yeah.
No, I'm right, Ty.
So, um, it's our end of the year
I
talk.
know.
My two hosts who are regularly scheduled with me to be with me are not available today. We tried to get them on, and I just couldn't in those last minute. Even and that's my fault. It's last minute. I know it's the holidays. Everybody's a family, so not everybody has availability to come on here and do the talk. So decided to make it an internal talk. So Amarachi to the world. So MJ, the floor is yours. Tell us about what's happening this weekend.
Well, this weekend we're having two huge parties. Tomorrow night, of course, New Year's Eve, and this is actually the first. No, it's not the first New Year's Eve party since I worked there. You had one in 2019,
Yeah. Yes,
right? The
yes, we
big
did.
one. There was a big one in 2019,
Yes,
but
yes.
of course, 2020. That was
It
we didn't
was.
have
I don't
one.
even remember what we
No,
did
we
last year.
didn't.
Oh, we were closed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no indoor. There was no indoor dining.
Nope.
Yeah, we were closed from Thanksgiving. We were closed before Thanksgiving last year. It was
Yeah, we
November.
actually were. But Thanksgiving, I remember I worked on Thanksgiving.
Okay, so it was right after Thanksgiving that we got
Right
shut down.
after Thanksgiving, we got shut down. Right. But 2000 tomorrow night we're having a huge New Year's Eve party, which I'm excited about, and New Year's Day we're having a huge party too. So that's going to be really, really good.
Now
Full
let's
staff.
preface that. Let's preface that by telling people because got a lot of people here that are very nervous about uh, their health and safety and all of that, and we just want people to know that we take it very seriously
Oh
here.
yeah.
Any
Oh yeah.
sign of cough, flu, swelly eye, even with your vaccine passport, even with your negative code, if you don't look right, we're not letting you in. So
Nope.
just
That
know that.
fever is
And
above.
also, it's your responsibility too, to your community as well, to make sure that you're not infecting people and you're not getting people sick. So if you are sick,
Exactly.
please stay at home. If you need a link to watch what we're doing live and enjoy the music, I will post that. I will make sure you get to, I'll even send you a drink, just so that you're part of the festivities. But
Exactly.
do not try to come if you're not feeling well, if you're under the weather, if you're nervous about being next to other people. That's just not the vibe we want. We don't want no crazy, person here just tearing it up. No, just listen. If you're cool with it, come through. If you're not, stay at home. We'll give you the link so
And
you can
have your
watch.
mask on.
Yeah, and do your thing at home. So let's
Yeah.
preface that, but we definitely plan on having an excellent weekend,
Yes.
considering what happened last weekend, if we want to talk about it. But we were closed already for Christmas, so it's already a slow, expensive week because everybody was out shopping, spending their last dollar on their family members. And our best day, a Saturday for business, was taken away. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to recoup that bread. So this week means everything to us, and we're gonna have everything. We're gonna throw everything at tomorrow and everything left at Saturday. And then we still got Sunday football, which is a 13-14 game slate. We're gonna be here from 1 o'clock till the last whistle blows at midnight. So it's gonna be fire for the next 3 days, and then after that, we have some great news. That not great news, but it's I actually look at it as a little bit of a failure. We've always tried to accommodate breakfast, lunch on weekdays, but
Hmm.
it's just too costly right now. We're just not seeing enough business due to these mandates, and just the general climate right now. So we're actually gonna have to shut down and remove a whole shift. So that's going to cost basically a group of kitchen staff and a group of service staff income, for 5 days out of the week, which is tough. And I hate to have to do that. But in order for us to survive, we have to think about ways to survive. And just continuing like this, hoping that things are going to change as this new mayor has insisted that nothing is really going to change between the way he's going to run this pandemic and the way Mr. De Blasio ran it. So gives us zero confidence that we're going to get an uptick in business. But once again, tell us about what you plan on doing tomorrow night. So what you wearing, what you got going for tomorrow? You gonna have a New
Well,
Year's
first of
Eve
all,
outfit?
brother,
You got a special outfit? You got
that's a
hats?
question that all the female servers wanted to ask you. Are we allowed to dress up, or are we supposed to just wear black dresses, or just wear our regular black shirt and pants? That's the
Well,
first question.
let me ask you. What do you think I'm gonna say?
I think you're gonna say black or African print.
Nah, if I was gonna say that, I would have given you advance warning for the African print because I know none of y'all got any, except probably
Well, you
you,
know I do.
except you.
Yeah, I get stuff made all the
So
time.
no, no. So I'm not gonna mandate y'all to be an African print. In fact, I don't really see a whole tremendous African vibe tomorrow. I just don't see it. I see a real American R&B, grown
Sequence
and
dresses.
sexy, downtown Brooklyn vibe, and I'm gonna go with it. I'm not gonna interfere and
You said
interject.
downtown Brooklyn vibe.
Downtown, yeah, downtown Brooklyn's
There's
hot.
a few.
It's,
There's
it's
a
the high
few
rise.
downtown Brooklyn. Excuse me.
I said, this is the high rise vibe, like, downtown grown and
Okay,
sexy,
let's say that.
$7,000 apartment vibe.
All right, because there's a few parts in downtown Brooklyn I'm not trying to like embrace that type of vibe.
Well,
There's some parts that you just can't get rid of.
we are clearly not talking about that. Clearly.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. So, I think the attire should be fun. It should be sexy. It should be festive because
I
that's what
think
your
that's
guests are
great
coming.
that everybody could dress up.
Yes. Yes.
That's gonna be fun. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I have family from Boston coming in, and they're gonna come party here since I can't go to them. I told them bring it to Amarachi. Come buy
Yes.
some drinks. Come get some good Nigerian food.
Yes, well, the food is gonna be here. We got DJ Brandon vibes early
Oh,
for the
great!
dinner part, and we have DJ No for the later party part. So we got two great
Two great
DJs.
DJs. Yes,
These DJs, I'm very confident because the customers tell me they love these DJs more than anything. So these
they
people are
do.
highly requested, and we want to make sure that you're having a great, great New Year's Eve tomorrow night, being that we're actually open. I didn't think we were going to go through the whole December without being shut down the way these people were acting, but
Right.
we made it. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through with it.
What do you think is going to happen in January? What's your forecast assumption?
Okay.
What do you think? Oh, forecast predictions. Let me say that, not assumptions.
Well, January really is really about the new administration coming in. I think they're gonna want to come in and have a very strong position with COVID. Unfortunately, see, the national rhetoric is already misguided and misjudged, and I think they're gonna want to piggyback off that national rhetoric, which every poll. That's why the president poll is polling in the 30s and the 20s. It's misguided. There's some people that dug in about what they're doing, that believe in what they're doing. We clearly see its failure with the spike in COVID diagnosis amongst the population. Obviously, this thing is still here, and these things that they are mandating are not quite working. They told us, take this thing to stop it. When you take it, you can't transmit it. You can't do this. Those all have turned out to be a pack of lies. And as we uncover these things, no one still wants to talk about it. And these elected officials are allowed to switch up their definitions and their rationings on the fly. And no one is calling them to carpet for giving us misinformation. They're having it both ways. Nowhere in life are you allowed to have it both ways. These guys, they're allowed to have it both ways. Why?
Mhm.
I don't know. They're allowed to make mistakes and not being held accountable. And
Yep, no one's
and you
calling them
can't
out.
do that. You can't do that nowhere else in this world. You're gonna be held accountable eventually. They're ducking and jiving. They're ducking every other opinion. The media is helping them in every which way they can. And guess what? It's only hurting people. The last thing I saw before we went on live, there's a spike in hospitalizations for COVID for children.
Yes, I saw that
Didn't
yesterday.
we tell them, do not give these kids the vaccines because for some reason, these vaccines weaken people's immune systems, some people, and it allows the proliferation of COVID. So now they're acting all surprised that hospitals are taking in kids for COVID. When
Yep.
last year, with no vaccinations, that wasn't the case.
No
But we're
kids.
going to act surprised now, like, oh my God, what's happening? And you know who? And you know who's guilty of being the stupidest? The educated. Those with bachelor's degrees. Those that think
PhD.
they think they're so cool. They think they're so smart. They follow Fauci. They follow the science. They're not. They're all wrong. And they're going right down with them. And they should all be held accountable. Because when we try to check them, y'all didn't let us. No one let us. It's an echo chamber. Whatever these guys transmit on the waves, these educated people get on here and fact check us, stop our posts, report our posts, and look at what's happening now. I know so many people that have adverse reaction to these things that they're
How about
mandating.
catching COVID 2-3 times? I know one person personally who took the vaccination and caught COVID twice.
And we're just gonna ignore it like it's not happening, and it's okay. And these people are completely okay with that, as long as they feel that they're on the winning side. That's what it's always been. That's what this country is really always built about: being on the winning side. And as soon
whether it's wrong
whether
or right.
it's right or wrong, they just want to be on the winning side. They want to be on the popular side. They, you know, as long as the numbers show that more people say this, that's what they want to believe, and that's what they want to do. And that's very unfortunate, because people don't have the gumption. They don't have the intestine to look at data, to analyze data, and come up with their own opinions. They sit there and get fed garbage. You know how many times that black doctor on Pix 11 and the Indian guy come on every day?
I know what you're talking about.
To drill us every day. Where are they now? With these, where are they now? I ain't seen one commercial lately. I ain't seen them. They gone scurrying. Now that the whole world got COVID.
Yeah.
The whole world. Everybody got COVID last week. By the way, if you're suffering from COVID, if you have a cold, if you have Omicron, if you have Delta, one quick advice: get yourself some cayenne pepper, get yourself some fresh lemons, squeeze them inside a cup, get yourself some honey, organic honey, natural honey, not the artificial stuff that they sell, not the stuff at the bodega. Please don't do that.
Not the Blossom honey, no, organic. Right.
No, honey, don't get honey tasting, get real honey. And boil some water, make yourself some tea with that.
Yep.
That cayenne pepper does amazing things. It literally eviscerates whatever is in your chest, whatever is in your throat. And you're able to talk without crying. You're able to get up and start living your life back again. Whatever they have going on that's affecting everybody. I don't know whether they sprayed it in the air or sprayed it in the water, but I hadn't caught COVID since last year. I think I caught it. And I self-isolated.
I caught it last year too, February 2020.
Yes, I self-isolated. You see, I don't need someone to tell me I'm positive. Okay, if I'm not feeling well, I stay my ass at home. I self-isolate. I get well. I don't need to go stand on the goddamn line for 4 hours in the cold for someone to tell me, hey, you're not well. I know that already.
Right.
And when I got well, I came back outside. So
are you gonna make any bitters?
Bitters?
Yeah, you have to.
I should. Not only bitters. There are a couple of things I want to do. Hey, hold on, my throat's dry. I also want to do my money oil potion. For people that are in business. I don't know how it works for people that have jobs. Your paycheck ain't gonna change from week to week. So I don't know if it's gonna work for you. You kind of have to be in our predicament where you ask the forces of nature and the good energies to come and enrich your business, enrich your hand, enrich your spirit. So like I said, I don't know if it works for you. If you have a day job, I don't know if I don't think you're going to get an immediate promotion, but sure, you could try. But I'm going to make, I'm going to have some money soaps and prosperity oils that you can burn in your house. If anything, it's just going to smell good. Okay. There's no guarantee here. It's just stuff that, we've been doing for a long time. If you know me, you know, I love my oils, I love my aromas, my scents. I think those things bring good energy.
They do.
And they help you along in whatever you're doing. So if you're in need of some, if you want some, you know how to reach me. So that in conjunction with the bitters or the COVID killer, as we say, the shot will have that available at the bar. Make sure Saturday, first of the year, we have these things available for you to come and get,
Yes.
purchase, or whatever. So tomorrow I gotta go shopping. You might not see me partying too much because I'll be getting all these things ready for you for Saturday.
Yeah, we want those bitters. I think the guests should have a shot. Clear up whatever mucus, whatever's trying to form
No,
in
no,
those
remember,
lungs.
we're not letting them in if they got all that. If they got all that going on, they're not coming in. They coming in like this and like no. You not
Well,
part. You can
I
pick up
know.
and go. you, know, you stay right at the front. Pick up and go.
That's true.
But it will be available though. But we're excited for 2020. What's going on for 2022? What's the forecast? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to being healthier, becoming more wiser. I want to be more fluent in my community. That's something I keep thinking about. So I think that's something I need to do. Um, of course, make more money. You already know I'm taking acting classes. I start January 4th, the Tuesday, from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. I'm excited about that. Again,
That's
it's gonna be
wait. Tell me now, because when I'm making that schedule, I'm tired of you calling me. Hey, Bubs, you gotta take me off.
no
What is it
Tuesdays,
again?
no Tuesdays, 6:30 to 9:30.
Tuesdays, 6:30 to 9:30. Okay, so you
Yeah,
will not
but
find
it's
you
only for
here.
wait, it's only for 12 weeks. So it's
Okay,
January, February, and March. Yeah,
okay.
that's it. I'm very excited about that. And what I'm really hoping to do, honestly, I'm hoping that the acting takes off where I could quit Deutsche Bank and just deal with Amarachi and acting. And then when I
I thought you were gonna
become
say
the
quit Amarachi. I'm like, God damn.
no, and
I might have to
then
light it. I might
but
have to light a
wait a
candle
minute,
against you.
but wait a minute. And then when I win my but Bubby, when I win my Oscar, I don't know if I'm gonna still be at Amarachi.
No,
Let's
you're bringing me up on the stage because who paid for all those classes?
what did you say? Wait, say that
I
again.
said, who paid for all them damn classes? You better put me on the
Okay,
stage.
let's talk about it.
I want to be on the stage with you in my dashiki.
But I tell you this, Amarachi is going to be flooded with people 2022. I promise you.
I hope so.
It's too many
But
projects, too many projects coming along, too many people that want to do events going on. We got to put it out there. We want to do birthdays. We want to do ladies' night. We want to do speakeasy night where people doing poetry. There's things in the works that we're all discussing collectively as servers and
that's what's
bartenders.
up.
Like, let's put together, let's try to do these things.
I'm glad we're on the same vibration because I was thinking that too. I even called up my security team and said, "Listen, guys, I know in 2021 I stayed away from all type of events. I just wanted to have a regular restaurant and just serve food. But I said, listen, man, we're gonna turn
That's
it back up.
true.
I
That's
said we're
true.
gonna
You
turn it. We're
did.
gonna turn it back up, man. We're gonna get it going again. So I told him to get ready, because it's just not paying the bills. Just to be open and do the restaurant thing, it's just not enough. We all have dreams and aspirations. As you know, we're building a Marathi 2 in Nigeria. That has to be completed.
Wait a
It's
minute. Does that mean
self-financed.
you're leaving New York?
I said Amarachi two. I said
Okay,
two.
just making
We don't
sure.
we don't we don't add to subtract. We just like adding. All right.
I'm just
We just
confirming because
you know.
that's like the bug that everybody's like, is he leaving? I'm gonna put it out there. All the servers like MJ, is he leaving? And I'm just like, why y'all can't go ask him? They want to know.
They don't need to worry about it though. But obviously I will have to leave for some time to get it launched. But where I would say at about 65-70% completion. I honestly
What?
underestimated how much work was going into this project, but it is amazing. It is a lot. And me, I have a vision for what I feel you guys are gonna want when you get to Africa, how you're gonna want to experience Africa.
I want to
And that's
go.
exactly And that is exactly. And I'll give you a little secret about the core inside this place. So my vision is to really tell the story of the Black American and the Afro Caribbean, right? Because in Africa, we are our own history is withheld from us, much less the history of Black people. So the average Nigerian doesn't know Black history. And what I want to do is with the art and the decor, I want to have people, famous Black Americans on the wall. So when you guys come to Nigeria and you're sitting with the locals, you can tell them who these people are. When they see Malcolm X, you can tell them, who Malcolm X was. When you see Marcus Garvey, you can say, wow, that was he's the first one that came up with the Back to Africa idea. When you see Jackie Robinson, when you see, um, Michael Jordan, so the idea is for our folks that come to visit, not only find a setting that's very welcoming and comforting to them, but also they now have an opportunity to tell stories to people that a captive audience that will just longing to understand what's going on. So it's going to be like a museum. It's going to be like a tribute to the Black experience in Africa. And like I said, you just don't find that in Africa. Like I said, Africa, we don't tell our story enough. We're so busy chasing Europeanism and European things and European ideals, we forget that we're the source. So just as how we bring Africa into Brooklyn, we're doing the reverse in Africa. We're bringing Brooklyn to Africa. And it's gonna be an amazing dynamic. So that's why I said there's a lot of work, and we need the continued support because, like I said, this is all self-financed. With no white man's giving me money to go build nothing like this in Africa. So it's the jollof rice and suya that you guys are eating is paying for all of this. So that's why I said we're gonna start back. And one of the first things I'm gonna announce is we signed a music group, Mike Black, Afrobeat band. They're gonna be performing on Thursdays for about almost 2 months, starting in January 27th. Yeah, you're gonna be able to get some live music. It's going to be amazing. It's gonna be outstanding. So the programming, like I said, we're gonna bring dope events, dope programs, dope people. We're gonna start bringing all of that back and we're gonna force the issue. We're just not gonna sit back and wait for it. We're gonna force it. So look forward to all these good things in 2022.
2020, yes, 2022.
Yes.
2020 was a disaster.
So it's 2021. So we want to start reversing the course. We want to start reversing.
We're changing the trajectory. We are.
Yes.
I'm not even worried. So what, as far as staff, are you planning on bringing on new staff, or are you content with what you have right now and just build?
I think we have the ability to be a lot more efficient. So I'm going to allow you guys to challenge yourselves to push you guys to the limit. And when we hit that limit, then we'll bring another crew of people in that you're going to train once you've been pushed to the limit. But I don't want to just flood us here again and be overloaded with a bunch of inefficient people. So the efficiency has to go up before we bring in more people. I think we have more room. I think, y'all can handle, like, I know you're able to handle 30, 40 people at a time. So we need people to be able to do that as well, and do it in a way where those 30, 40 people are not being neglected. And having bartenders that are fast enough and quick enough to be able to help you get your drinks out, having a kitchen that's efficient enough to get your food out. So we're going to work with what we got for right now. And obviously, as we open up more venues, and why I'm saying that is because I look at you guys always as GMs at new businesses. So when we open up, in Florida or Texas or New Jersey. Management is going to come from this core group of people that we have here. So that's why we need you guys to, that efficiency got to go up. Understanding every facet of the business got to go up, so that when you are the GM, when you are the boss, you're running a good operation wherever you go.
So you sending Ty to Africa, right? I remember you was telling me that a couple of weeks ago.
You want to go to Africa? You want to be stationed in Africa?
Ty, you go to Africa?
Nah. See, I got the African. Listen, don't get me in trouble. The African GM is already in place. He's watching the show as we speak. So
really, the African GM? Oh wow!
Yeah, he's already there. He's already there.
Nice to meet you. I'll meet you soon.
Yeah,
I'm coming to Africa.
There, so we're not. No one can get his job. He already there. He's good to go.
He already got his job.
Working on that end. He already working on that end.
All right.
You could join him for a little exchange program, but
I wouldn't mind. I would go to Africa in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, look, the vision is for all of y'all to touch the land. That's the vision, really. That's the vision.
Go to Africa.
Everybody. Even your mayor went to Africa to go get his blessings and do whatever the hell he did last week. Came back and still treating us like crap. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm tight.
I know you are. I know you are. Trust me.
I'm tight. Because I just hate when people give lip service. I hate, and there's one thing in my life that I hate is when you try to insult my intelligence. When me and you can look at the same set of information and you can try to tell me something that's blatantly, obviously wrong. And I'm supposed to believe you like I'm some kind of stupid person. And I think that's what's going on now. And a lot of people feel that way.
Okay, a lot of people do feel that way. I'm going to take it even further. Look at Biden and that lady. I don't even want to say her name.
Lewinsky or Walensky, whatever it is, right?
No, the vice president I'm talking about, the female. Okay. The two biggest con artists. Biggest con artists. I don't care what anybody say. They are huge con artists.
I mean, what was blatantly crazy was when they showed the clips of them last year when they were running for office talking about, are you going to take that vaccine? Are you going to take the Trump vaccine? I wouldn't. And now they're shoving it down our throats. Like they went last year doubting it. Remember when he looked at Don Lemon like, nigga, are you crazy?
Thank you. The biggest con artist.
And to this day, we don't know if they even took it.
Well, Biden supposedly took it.
Yeah, show me Kamala's footage. But anyway, yeah, that's so and like I said, and they're gonna sit there like this didn't happen. And they're gonna sit there and no one's gonna ask them that question. No one's the media has the gumption, the guts to say, yo, this was you last year. What changed? What changed? Because the recipe for that vaccine never changed. The Comirnaty that was approved still ain't being given to nobody. So what changed? We're still using whatever the hell they got in this emergency use authorization. That's what everybody getting. So why is it okay for last year for you to question it, and now this year you're mandating? And like I said, that's my only issue is you're forcing people. That's what's crazy. You can't force people for something that's not working. Even if it did work, you shouldn't force people because if it did work, it should do its job. That means if you got the protection you thought, it don't matter what I'm doing. You're protected. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Or she's doing, or who you doing. You're protected. You made the decision to protect yourself. You got your protection. That's all that you need to know. This kumbaya, hold my hand, everybody all in it together bullshit is bullshit.
Bullshit. They straight conned this country. They really did.
I watched this show on Netflix called Don't Look Up yesterday.
Yes, with
Yo, Yes, with
Um,
everybody, with everybody.
yeah. Everyone was in it. Yes, so
Yo,
many people.
Leonardo DiCaprio, number one, and that shit hit me to see him as a fucking 50, 60-year-old man because it was just yesterday we were watching Titanic, and I'm like, yo, we're old. Like we're old. For this man, like this is a like he's not playing a young, like he's playing a full blown grandpa.
Yeah, very docile. You see how he played that role, right? Like very docile, very
Amazing,
yeah.
amazing movie. But it shows you everything you need to know. If you want to know
Yes,
what's
it does.
going on, right, wrong, and center with what's going on right today,
You see how the
it's right
government
there.
kept playing them, throwing them
This
to the
is
side?
this is
Like,
this is
I don't care if
it's
you said
right
it's
there.
100%.
Don't look up.
We're gonna say
That's
it's
it.
70%.
That's right going on right now. They
Yes,
hit it. They hit it so good.
yes.
And I was so happy that the ending ended the way it ended. Like
Yeah,
everything was on point.
don't spoil it for listeners. Definitely.
But yes, if you are going to spend the weekend at home, which we recommend, check out Netflix. Don't Look Up. And also talking about your acting, I also watched a Nigerian flick, a Nollywood flick. The quality is so much better now. But goddamn, the stories suck. They still suck.
Do you know
Like
what
I
he
want to get into the movie industry just so they don't suck anymore. Like I need to make my
I
own
would love
Nollywood movies.
to. I would love to take a stab at
It's a bunch of
African drama.
confusion. They don't know what they are. It's a
My
bunch
first
of
African movie that I
confusion.
watched was Beyonce. You remember
Oh,
that movie? That was
I
like
don't
10 years
know.
ago.
I don't. Movie that came out of Africa. Yo, I don't. Yeah, like for real. It's disgusting. Our people are clueless. They making these horrible movies for like illiterates, for illiterate people. It's really child's play. It's child's play. Like, come on, where is like, and I watched it all the way through,
You did?
and I'm like, I said, Max, when I get some money, I'm going into the movie business. This got to stop. We got to raise the bar for real. Honestly, that's what that's kind of idea I had when I started the restaurant business. When I looked at the field, all we had was one spot that was really decent. My man spot. I was like, nah, we gotta do better than this. Like I can't take my friends into a shack to go eat Nigerian food. That's how Amarachi developed. Like it's always about looking at the landscape and saying, yo, listen, nah, it's not enough.
That's funny that you bring that up because when people talk about your other the original Amarachi in Bed-Stuy, everyone talks about how cozy, family oriented. It was like a man cave, but in a restaurant. I always hear that.
Well, it wasn't a restaurant. We never had food. I used to cook upstairs and bring it down little,
Okay,
but it was never really a restaurant. It was
but
really
it was
just a
just
bar
very
lounge.
cozy. It was
Yes,
very
yes.
like a guys
And
club.
also we were also all at the time, all four of us were bachelors. So all four brothers were bachelors. All four brothers were alive and well and were bachelors. So it was a different animal, and
But I heard those were some of the best times.
Lord have mercy. We can't discuss some of the things that went on there, but that was his time. It was, and listen, when we went in there, it was, I went in there, people were like, are you crazy? Do you understand what kind of neighborhood this is? I had promoters telling me that this place was cursed because nobody ever going to come here because it was in the hood.
You should see that neighborhood now.
I know what it is now. And I'll give you facts on that. Right. When I renovated that building, the building was abandoned. It was abandoned for 7 years, Shantytown. We renovated it, and I had 4 one-bedrooms, and I set the price at $1,200. It was $500 more than anything else in that entire landscape, right? And when we got it, that's when the Jewish investors realized they could make money in that community. They now started buying everything up and used our comps of $1,200 for a one bedroom and used that to set the pricing to be able to do all that they did. Was us doing that one building there that set the frenzy up, where wow, you could get 1,200 for a one bedroom now. Then it went to 15, then it went to 2,000, then it went to 2,200. But it was
Yeah,
all
now
because it was the
yeah.
first time we went to four digits in that neighborhood for a one bedroom. So
What year was this?
this was 2000, 2001, between 2001 and 2004.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean that, like I said, this is our tradition, man. This is why I love being a part of this family, is because we've always been trailblazers. We've always looked into a situation and said, you know what? I don't care what's going on there, but I know when I get in there, it's gonna be what I need it to be. So we've
Right.
never been fearful of taking on the challenge of transforming our reality, no matter where we are. Even the resort in Nigeria, it's not in Lagos. You know, and everybody, oh, Lagos, look, everybody can't be in Lagos, man. Everybody just can't do it. So you'll see when you get there where it is, and I guarantee you it's going to be like that. It's going to be successful. But, you know, and that's just like I said, I hate copycats. I'm not a copycat type personality. So I've always been the kind of person to say, listen, I'm going to do it my way. And we've just been fortunate to run that success. But yeah, you know, we are partly responsible for the tremendous rates you're paying right now for
Yeah, because
properties.
Invest is no joke.
Yeah, and that's when and once the comps did that, they used that to calculate the value of the buildings. So that's how they were able to now get $1,000,000, $800, 800,000, seven for these brownstones, and it just skyrocketed from there. You know, and then we
Oh,
had the collapse.
oh yeah, that's right.
You know,
Yeah,
so
$2,000.
that just started a frenzy where, you know, a brownstone that you bought, you know, at 300 grand in 2004 was now $1,200,000 in 2000, 10. So it was just four times the value. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was crazy what went on there. But but that's neither here nor there.
A one bedroom across the street from Reedwood Projects is about 2,600 now.
Yeah. I looked at rates in New York right now. In this area, if you're looking for a 3 bedroom, you prepare about $5,000-6,000.
Not more?
Well, I mean, that's why I said it starts.
Oh, starting. Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. $5,000-6,000. So
yeah.
I saw a 3 bedroom, no lie, downtown for $12,000.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Like, who is paying that?
There are people paying that, which is surprising.
Who got money like that in this neighborhood?
Google sales marketers. Trust me, I know a girl right now who pays about $8,200 right at Hoyt and Schermerhorn.
There is there's nowhere that expensive for you to lay your head down. $8,200. What are you getting out of it?
But she don't know any better. She's not from New York. Got a great job doing sales marketing.
You can't find another way to route your money. Like, you got nothing in this life you could put your money into that you would throw $8,000 into a place to lay your head at after you work for like 4 or 5 hours. You get to enjoy for like 4 or 5 hours before you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself
82.
a nice bed. You wake up and you're off to work. You paying $8,000 for that?
Mm-hmm. And mind you, downstairs, when
that's
you come
why I'm
out
trying
of her apartment, there's a long line of people who are on drugs trying to like get some type of federal assistance. So I'm like, you're paying $8,200, but
listen,
this is what yeah.
And that's why we try to introduce people to Africa, because if you have that disposable income, go build over there. Go buy some land. We got people that will show you where to buy, and start building and start doing it. Let's go fix up Africa. All right. If you got that much disposable income, because that money ain't doing nothing for you here. You know, they manipulate everything here so crazily, whether it's crypto, stock, what everything is controlled by those that control everything. And the minute they want to take it away, it's gone. I mean, can you imagine the land that you build your house on? You don't own that land, and you really
No,
don't own that house because you're paying the mortgage
right.
until it's paid off. So the whole system here is just wild. It's wild and it's very risky, especially if you're very wealthy. I just think that there are other opportunities out there. Once you get out of this locale and you can see the world, you can see that your money here can go so much further
But like you
in
said,
other
you
communities.
can't be fearful, and that's what you did. You were willing to take the risk. You were willing to take the leap of faith. Many are fearful of
Well,
that.
you know what?
So,
Another key to that, you got to be a good person at the end of the day.
yeah,
If you're good to people, people will take care of you. I can't do what we're doing if I hadn't showed love to the people that are doing the work wherever they are. You see what I'm saying? I mean,
I believe you.
just look at the sister that went back to the Bahamas, right? If we now decide to go build a resort in the Bahamas, she would take care of us.
She
And she's
would.
taken care of based on the fact of how we took care of her while she was here.
Bernice,
So
absolutely. Yes.
so the bottom line is really your character. Because if we didn't take care of her, it don't matter how much money we got. If we went over there, she'd sell us down the river. But we took care of her like she was our own. So we expect when we get down there, she's gonna take care of us, and that's the hope. One
Definitely.
day that we'll be able to go to Bahamas and open up an Amarachi for her down there. But like I said, it's really about the quality of your relationship with people. And people forget that. People forget that it matters what they say, what they do, and how they treat people. Um,
Yeah, they do it. Yeah.
especially when you want to start making these moves. You can't live in a box. You can't be isolated by yourself and not do stuff for people, not be out there with people and think things are gonna happen for you. It just don't work that way, you know. But those are my 2 cents. But yes, for 2020, I'm hoping
2022.
2022. I'm praying that it's a much happier time for us. It's a prayer, man, because that's really all I can say. I don't see any good signs, honestly, right now for anything. All I see is doom. And this Omicron thing, the way it hit us was very scary because even people that weren't outside,
Was
people that
sick.
weren't going outside, people stuck in it got sick. So they could infect the water, they can infect the air, and thank God this thing wasn't so deadly because we all would be fucked
Maybe
up.
this was a test run.
Exactly. They're talking about smallpox and all this other stuff.
This could
Man,
be this could be a test run to see. Let's see how it's gonna
and,
affect. I mean, I
and
don't
did you
want
see
to.
how fast? Did you see how fast? We went from Thanksgiving to the first case reported in U.S. was the day after Thanksgiving to now, where
Everyone.
it's dominating. Okay, that's scary.
Yeah, there's a meme going around on social media right now. Just know if you're from New York, you got COVID.
You got it.
I said what when I saw that, and that's exactly what it said. If you from New York, just know you
And if
got
you
you
don't,
you
you
tested
lying.
positive. Period. You don't even need to go to City MD, Urgent MD. You got it. That's it.
And if you didn't catch it, you lying. And you need to be able to show your face. You show evidence that you did have it, because
Hmm.
everybody I know been sick. Everybody I know had a scratchy throat. I'll say that because
Yeah,
what's funny is because people want to downplay it, like, oh, I just had a little, nigga, you was sick. Okay, okay, what you said. They say you weren't supposed to get sick. you know, all y'all got sick.
it's
Scratchy
true.
throat, no scratchy throat. Don't tell me no, don't give me no jazz. Okay, the
It's
idea is
true.
the idea is that you're not supposed to be sick. And those that didn't get the jab, they weren't that sick either. So what's the net difference?
I know. The great thing about it, I didn't have a fever. That's the good thing.
That's the whole
Shockingly.
point. Listen, you weren't down. You were down maybe a day or two. It's just like everybody else.
I
They make
felt
it seem
very
like
weak.
they make it seem like if you didn't get the jab or you're gonna be down for like, oh my God, you're gonna be on a ventilator, you're gonna be in the hospital or what have you. It's that's just not the case. There are many people on both sides, like I said, same symptoms, same. So what is the net difference? Zero. And that's exactly why we can't go so hard to firing people, making people lose their jobs, lose their careers over something with a net zero effect. Net zero. Remember net zero, the internet?
Say that again.
I said, remember
Your
net
thing
zero?
frozen.
I said, you
Yeah, I
remember
remember
net?
that
Yeah,
zero. Of
that's where we
course.
are. This is it. This is the net zero effect. Net
That's where
zero.
we at right
You got the
now.
job or not? It's net zero.
Yeah. Oh
There's no
man.
advantage.
Damn.
There's no advantage. You just got stuck for nothing. Because the people that didn't get the jab, they're not all on ventilators. No, don't let them tell you that. It's not true. Everybody has their own individual response.
Yes.
And everyone needs to take care of themselves. And no one needs to be reckless. All we actually do is use common sense, But no one wants to promote that. Everybody wants to promote fear and the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And division. That's the most important thing, is the division. Through division, you conquer people. When you divide the people, you keep them under your spell because you pit them against each other. One faction feels that they're better than the others,
Yeah. Vax
and the other
versus
ones
Vax.
gotta fight back.
Yeah.
So that's all we're doing right here.
True.
Dividing and conquering. When they took over Nigeria, they took the Hausas and they fought the Igbo to conquer the Igbos. Okay, it's always been divide them and then conquer them. They're losing grip on control. Remember last year? Oh, Black Lives Matter, and white people started apologizing. What can we do? Oh, we're gonna change the school system. We're gonna hold the police. The powers that be said, "Fuck that."
I'm laughing because I remember that.
The
I
powers that
remember
be
that.
said, "Fuck that." What is
Yeah.
going on? We're
Yep.
losing control. We are losing control, y'all. This was peak 2019. And they said enough is enough. We can't have an egalitarian society. Can't have a society that makes sense, where we're going to hold the police accountable, where we're going to have free health care, we can't have this. Because all these things were being
Definitely not free
discussed.
healthcare.
People were dumping money to Black Lives Matter. Remember that? They're dumping billions. Colin Kaepernick became a hero. They're like, no, we can't have this shit. We have to divide them. The vaccinated versus the unvaccinated.
Yep.
Even though it's a net zero.
But that's a great analogy. The net zero.
My love, let's get to business. Let's turn some music on. Let's get the party going. Everybody, we see you tomorrow night. See you Saturday.
Yep. Bye,
And
everyone.
to the Journeys from Lagos to Brooklyn crew, we miss you. We'll see you guys in the new year. Thank you for being my co-host, Miss Eloquent MJ.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
let's go make some money.
Yes, let's go make some moolah.